Mindset. It stands for May I Never Doubt Self-Encouraging Techniques. So at the age of 5, my mom was murdered, put in a backyard. A man rode around with my grandparents to look for the killer, and he only did 7 years in jail. So by me growing up in a toxic environment, what people may call the hood, I learned to develop a thought process, which is my mindset, to work on my internal, where nothing was going on, no matter whatever was going on around me, I still was in control of what was going on internal. Yeah. Oh, right now? You didn't even tell me.
I am. Cool thing about the podcast is we do things in real time. So, honestly. Oh, what do you? Okay. All right.
I'm over here, got my phone in my hand, responded to text, and y'all just started. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's like, what just happened right now?
Ain't no ready.
Be like, what?
I'm like, ain't no ready, set, go, no nothing.
This is great B-roll.
Yeah,
okay.
This is great.
This
This is great.
So, whenever you're ready to flip it back, let me know. Welcome to the Flipping Tables podcast, where we challenge limited beliefs and flip the tables on perspectives that may be holding us back. I'm your host, Tani Majikwa. I'm wearing cool sunglasses right now, so I feel a little different. Thank you. You like my sunglasses? That was to you, Brandon. Do you like my sunglasses?
I was actually going to wait until you asked me how my day was going to comment on the sunglasses, but since you're throwing me right now into the mix, I think you should take the motherfucking sunglasses off. I told you the next time when I walk out the door, see, it was very close. Last time I walked out the door, I was this close to snatching them. For everybody that is, I'm this close to snatching them. And today might be the day they get snatched.
It's giving very hater vibe right now.
No,
very
I think you've been wearing those. Tani, where'd you get those glasses from?
Honestly, I feel like if you don't have haters, you ain't popping.
Tani, where'd you get those glasses from?
I found them.
Got it.
Yeah.
My day's doing great.
Today's episode, we have a special guest. Before we introduce it, our special guest, I should say, please comment, like, and just share if you think we give you any value today. Yeah, tell a friend. Tell an auntie, tell an uncle, whatever it is. Whoever's the closest to you right now, just let them know that you're rocking with the best podcast on the planet. Today, I have a guy that literally embodies what this podcast is about. He goes by the name Mindset. This whole podcast is about mindset. So it's going to be a very interesting conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mindset. How you doing today, man?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me.
No, absolutely. I was actually... I stopped myself from doing research. I always do research. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to let my curiosity just take me where it goes with this podcast episode. So, first of all, why Mindset?
Man, Mindset, it stands for May I Never Doubt Self-Encouraging Techniques. So at the age of 5, my mom was murdered, put in a backyard. A man rode around with my grandparents to look for the killer, and he only did 7 years in jail. So by me growing up in a toxic environment, what people may call the hood, I learned to develop a thought process, which is my mindset, to work on my internal, where nothing was going on, no matter whatever was going on around me, I still was in control of what was going on internal.
At 5, dude?
Yeah.
That's different. That's different. It's like sometimes you hear people's problems, right? That alone in itself, at any age, would be, geez. Okay, so what made you have a positive mindset with something like that could literally just completely destroy people? I mean, if that happened, for example, right? I'm a nerd. I watched The Flash, right? The Flash, that happened to him. I think he was like 7 years old. Mom got killed by this speedster, whatever. It's me being a nerd. But to have that happen in real life to you, how do you take a positive perspective on that?
Well, one, good grandparents. My grandfather was a pastor. My grandmother was over the women's department of the church. And they put good things inside of me. Now, I'm going to say I wasn't always positive. The word speaks about raising up a child so he doesn't depart. So what they put inside of me, if it don't come out in the wash, it's going to come out in the rinse.
That's deep. That's good.
So I mean, I did walk around angry as a child growing up. I was put on Prozac as a child, but I was walking around like a zombie, and I realized that they put me on something to distract me from reality. So I learned to deal with reality. I learned not to smoke. I learned not to drink. I learned to be high off life. So what I did is I read that basic instruction before leaving Earth Bible. I started reading books, and I just started pouring into myself because I knew I didn't want to be a product of my environment, and I knew I wasn't born just to work, pay bills, and die.
How did you get that clarity to be able to say this is what makes sense? Because I hear what you're saying, and I 100% agree. I'm taking myself for example. Like, it's very hard to have that clarity as far as like direction or the things that would lead you in a positive direction. So how did you get that?
How did I get to it? Sometimes you just know. I mean, all my report cards said talk too much in class when I was growing up, but I knew I was just practicing to be great.
Yeah.
I mean, like I knew I was a world enhancer. And I remember as a child, I used to always pray for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. As this is all I prayed for. I didn't ask for no toys. I didn't want no gifts. And I remember even as a child, we used to take road trips to Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to do was buy pop. Y'all call it soda. And I remember one day, my grandmother, she asked me, I used to sell it at church. We come from Memphis, Tennessee. I don't want no toys. I'm paying like 10, 11 cents for it, and I'm selling it for 50 cents. One day she said, can I have one? And I say, no, mommy. When I flip the money and get the money, then I could share it with you. I always had this entrepreneur mindset, yeah. But I also knew, like, I remember in kindergarten, we used to lay on these gray cots. And I'm glad you asked these questions because it's bringing things back to my remembrance. Yeah. We used to lay on these green cots. And I used to say, man, one day I'm going to have billboards up and everybody going to want to come talk to me. I'm just going to have everybody sit in a room and they go pay to ask me for advice. I remember that, like as a child.
Wow. Have you always, well, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt weird about selling, right? Because entrepreneurship never came natural to me. It always felt weird when I was selling things to people because I almost felt like I'm not being myself. I realize it's very much a limited mindset, but has selling always been okay? As far as like, is it not weird?
No, so I'm a great salesperson. Like, okay. I often tell people I'm not a salesperson, I'm a talesperson. So like,
what does that mean?
Meaning I'm gonna tell you about a product and I'll sell you what comes along with it. So for instance, you want shoes. So if you come to me and you want a pair of shoes, the shoes you purchasing, I'm going to sell you the shoestrings. I'm going to sell you the polish to clean the shoes. Everything else after that is sold to you. But all I do is find a product that people want. You already want it. And then I'm going to market it or put it in your face in a better way to package it up to where you want to get it from me, because that means I'm the only logical choice that you're going to get it from.
I agree with you, but man, there was so much imposter syndrome though. Every single time like I started selling, I felt weird. I always felt weird. Like,
so what do you consider imposter? What do you consider imposter? Go ahead.
Almost like, it's almost like I was trying to convince the other person, right? It was almost like I didn't realize, well, looking back now, I understand it, but before it was more so like I'm trying to convince you. It's almost like a battle. Right, I'm trying to convince. I won. Yes, I finally convinced you.
You know when I stopped, got out of that mindset of convincing people that this is a good product.
Yeah.
When I found a product that I believed in, and I found out that
I'm Tani Majikwa, your podcasting ally. Have you ever felt that podcasting is a logistical nightmare? It's not all the glamour and deep conversations. You're nodding, aren't you? Coordinating with guests, handling the technical stuff, editing for hours on end. And when you've done all that, there's that daunting task of getting your podcast across multiple platforms. Overwhelming, isn't it? But hold on. What if there's a way to make podcasting painless? Introducing Podcasters on Demand. It's like having a dedicated remote podcast producer at your fingertips, ready to handle all your needs. Wherever you are, wherever your guest is, we've got you covered. We'll take care of all your audio and video editing. You get to focus on what you do best, creating engaging content. And when you're ready, we'll send over your podcast to over 20 audio platforms, and we'll even help you out with YouTube. But wait, there's more. We optimize your YouTube podcast, episode title, and description for maximum viewership. We even do thumbnails. Your audience will find you effortlessly. So are you ready to turn podcasting into a breeze? It's time to get your producer on demand and start your painless journey. Remember, we're here to make podcasting simple.
I found out that there's an issue, there's a problem that you have, therefore I have a solution.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
I don't think most people...
that part, so I stopped doing the convincing and started helping. You know what I mean?
I think that's the cheat code, actually.
So the thing about business is the person who solves the most problems make the most money, and that's what he's saying. So
it's a bar.
Like the person who solves the most problems makes the most money. So like I'm telling you, I'm finding problems, and then I'm the solution. Like people out here, it's hot as heck out here where we at. It's over 100 degrees. Guess what? I'll sell bottled water.
Solving a problem right off the bat.
out the gate. If all else failed, I'm gonna put this bottle of water in your head because I got a lifestyle I need to maintain.
There you go. Straight up.
I like that. And what's crazy, and I love the name mindset because I feel like it all starts there.
Yeah.
Mindset. Problem that I have though, when people say mindset, they don't really define what that means, right? You got to fix your mindset first. What does that mean to you?
So how to fix your mindset?
Well, in general, it's almost like one of those just throwaway ideas people give you. Like, honestly, to make your life better, you just got to fix your mindset. And you're like, well, what do I do with that?
Like I told you, to me, mindset stands for may I never doubt self-encouraging techniques. I mean, it's up to you. You are in control of your life. See, I'm a strong believer of God. I'm not forcing it on anyone else, but I do believe that I'm the co-creator of my life. I believe that God made me in his image. That means I have creating power. That's why my shirts say believe and receive, or doubt and go without. The choice is yours. Most people doubt. That's why they go without. But because I believe, I'm always receiving. So let me tie this all in. When you say fixing your mindset, it's just adjusting your thought process. You have optimistic, pessimistic, but you also have realistic. So let me tie this in when you said imposter syndrome.
Okay.
A lot of people not realistic about their situation. So people like, oh, they're a narcissist. Some of these people just have false sense of who they are. They blowing themselves up, pretending and not who they supposed to be. P-O-S-T. People pretending to be somebody on social media. They acting like they somebody, but they're not being realistic. So let's go back to this. Let's fix this. One of my favorite quotes: if there's no enemy within, no enemy outside could do us no harm. Things happen to us, things happen around us, but the only thing that matters is what's going on inside of us. So my thought process is, I don't care if I'm in the ghetto. I don't care if I'm in the hood. I don't care what's going on in society. I'm in control of this. I'm in control of my reactions. I'm not in control of other people's actions. So it's how you perceive something. Oh, she rejected me. She just broke up with me. Man's rejection is God's protection, is also his redirection. Because maybe she did not deserve me. Because see, you got to get a posture to where I know I'm the only logical choice.
I don't know what button we have, but just hit the random button. There was a lot of gems there. Wow. I mean, okay. So have you always had this quote unquote mindset?
Man, I'm going to tell you, like, it's times in my life to where I've doubted. So when I say I doubt it, I went without. So the answer is, I can't say I always had it. It was inside of me, but was I applying it? So I always had it. The thing is when I say, I'm going to say it again, God made us in his image. We have creating power. It's inside of us. Yeah. And that's what I'm good at. I'm stirring up something that's already inside of you. Oh, this is good right here. Look, watch this. It's like some Kool-Aid. The sugar already settled at the bottom of the pitcher, and then when your mama comes stir it up, and you stir it up, it's already sweet. See, I'm already sweet. We just got to stir up what's up inside of us. So I had it inside of me, but because somebody tell you just like your daddy, you ain't never gonna be nothing. Oh, you stupid. Oh, you not paying attention. Oh, you talk too much. Or you walking around the classroom. Or you doing this, you doing that. We're being judged since we little kids. School telling us, okay, we're going to grade you. We're going to give you a gold star. I'm being judged. Can I go outside? Street lights on, I'm told no. Then I walk up to a girl, they program no. Can I get your number? They really want me, but they with a group of their girlfriends, they done told me no for no reason.
That's what you supposed to, yeah.
So when you talking about sales, to me, I had to switch that. No just mean not right now. See, they don't know that I'm the only logical choice, because when you talk about imposter syndrome, come on, somebody.
I love it.
Like right now, I'm out here in this city. You got 10 dudes may come talk to you. Like I go in South Beach, I watch 10 dudes. They got flashy cars. It's a rental. They got the bling bling. But they don't know somebody like me. I'm walking up. I really am.
Dude, energy is like contagious. Right? Yeah. And I've realized that this year was like the year where I've actually understand it. I don't know how to quantify it.
Yeah.
But you already know when you're around someone that just has that energy, like positive.
It's posture.
Is it posture?
Posture, charisma. It's just inside of you. Like you can't like. Let me go. They say this little light about it, I'm gonna let it shine. Your light is gonna shine. And like when you're talking about, I was dimming my light so long. But guess what? When you're in the right environment like this, like I appreciate you. You say, come on and let your light shine. See, when I was living in Cleveland, I had to suppress myself. I had to pretend that I was struggling because my light is too bright. And people that come from where you from, they looking at you and then they hating on you because they can't see themselves elevate to a certain level. So they talking you out of every situation. Now I'm out here with a whole bunch of people that's winning. So if everybody winning or they look like they winning, let me say it again, because everybody ain't winning. But at least if they look like they winning, guess what? I got a permission slip to be great. I gotta give myself permission.
You're literally like a walking gem right now. You just got gems like.
Hey, listen, gems I'm here for it. Let's go. You told me to cook. Let's cook. Oh, dude, this freestyle. This freestyle.
Speaking of cooking, do you actually cook?
Oh yeah, I cook.
You cook or like cook?
Come on, bro. You must not watch Dad with mindset.
Just saying. No, you put raisins in your potato salad.
What?
Man, come on, man.
I don't know.
He talking about who made. Let me tell you something. Okay. I started off washing dishes when I was 14 in a restaurant. Then I became a prep cook at the age of 15 in an Italian restaurant. So I'm learning to prep stuff, and my palate is so amazing. Then I'm start fixing pizzas, and then I start running the whole restaurants. Then I start training restaurant managers as I grew up. Then I own my own restaurant, but the restaurant owned me. I didn't own it. So I cook. Like I cook. Like that's why I play at dates and set the stage for other people, because I ain't looking for nobody to fall in love with my head and not my heart.
Own Tupperware so we can test this out.
Tupperware, not look at him. He better not be trying to shoot a shot. Now he's like, come on, cook for me. Listen to me. If y'all want to event cater to something, man, I'll cook, or we can go get some fish straight out the ocean. Let's come take a fishing trip with me.
I'm glad you brought this up. I have a question for you, random question.
Go ahead.
And I asked this guy this. Do you put any seasoning in white rice?
Seasoning and white rice.
Do you put anything in white rice?
When you cook your white rice, what's your process?
I'm gonna tell you, to be honest with you. See, the Lord was using me.
I love this,
but the devil came in right now. Rice is the hardest thing for me to cook out of everything. I'm gonna be honest with you. So when I cook rice, I'm gonna use butter and water, a little bit of salt for the boil.
Thank you.
For the boil. For the boil, not in the water. He puts
nothing in rice.
I don't put anything.
I'm gonna tell you. Well, no, so I'm gonna tell you when my rice done though. You might sound crazy. I put sugar in my rice though.
I told you. I told you.
I'm sorry. Do you put anything in your rice?
No,
after it's cooked.
Okay. No, not now. So
he puts nothing. No. It's just water and rice.
No.
You don't know how to cook.
No.
When it's done, I'm eating it. It depends on what it is.
For the process of cooking rice, I don't put anything in it.
In the cooking process.
In the cooking pot.
Oh, when it's done, I might use some soy sauce. I might use some sugar. It depends on the meal.
What I tell him, see, I'm from California. I grew up around a lot of Asians.
I feel like this. So on the West Coast
putting something on my white rice is a big fucking no. Like straight up. So I used to put, teriyaki sauce, white, soy sauce, you know what I mean? All that, just to try to flavor it up. But I got out of that. My taste buds matured. So when I cook my white rice, I don't put nothing in it. When it's done, I don't put nothing in it. Except like if I'm making gravy or there's something to go on top of the white rice that's part of the dish, that's what I do it. But just if I want white rice, want white rice, it's gonna be nothing but white rice. No salt, no pepper, no sugar, no butter.
I'm judging.
I don't understand what is so hard to. But I don't
know if you can see it with the sunglasses. I'm judging right now. Judging the entire time. So this is why he never cooks at any type of gathering or anything.
I don't, because I have everybody else that cooks.
No, you just like being depressed. Anyway, that's so terrible.
This guy.
All right, so I got this question. It's how do you get someone to change their. All right, so you left from Cleveland and came here.
Yeah.
What was the biggest reason you did that? And it's going to lead to the question I'm asking, but
proximity. I've been here 37 days.
37 days? Oh, so you just moved.
Yeah, I moved here July 5th.
Nice. Do you like the decision so far, or is it?
I love the decision. Yeah.
There was no hesitation there.
I love it.
Okay. What was the biggest reason, if you don't mind me asking?
I travel a lot. So last year alone, I cruised 23 days in November. I did 58 on, I'm not going to say one cruise line because I'm not promoting them on here.
Yeah. But by the way, if you do want to get a promotion here, you can just click the link in the bio right now. Yeah.
I traveled in and out the country. I'm addicted to traveling and being on the water. So what I said is I'm going to put what I'm spending on travel and put it into my lifestyle to where I'm designing a lifestyle to where I don't need a vacation from. So now I wake up on the water. I'm either on the boat or at the beach every single day, and proximity to move my clothing line because I came here on vacation, and in my city, it's Monday through Thursday, ain't nobody there. I came back and it was so dead in my city. I was like, ain't nobody outside. But if I come here and I just walk outside,
Busy.
It's live.
it's so many people for me to move acclimation to. So I'm selling my clothing line. I'm able to move it. And you want me to keep going?
Yes, please. Yes.
So everything I do is biblical principles. See, y'all gonna have to pay me for this coaching session right
No,
now.
I'm taking notes.
Okay.
Make sure you clip all this.
So everything I do is biblical principles. One man, 12 disciples, all the Christians in the world.
Okay.
If I go down to South Beach, I find somebody, they may be in Alabama. One person, go to their city, they gonna spread there. I go meet somebody from Texas. One person, they go spread. So what I did is now I'm enhancing my travel club like this. They here for the fun. So hey, y'all want to go get on a boat? Y'all want to go have some fun? I'm taking some pictures, and then at least one out of the group, they get my shirt. They go spread the word just by looking at it. They're my billboards, so I'm not paying for the advertisement.
Compound effect.
Yeah.
Hit a button for him. That's freaking good. Have you always been good at marketing like that?
Yeah, I'm great at marketing. I've come from the industry of network marketing. I've been in the industry since 2005. I'm one of them people that they say, oh, that's one of them things. There's the pyramid scheme. Would call me King Tut. Because I build organizations with thousands of people around the world.
What was your first network marketing company that you got with?
As we promoting companies on here?
No, I just want because I think we've all done that.
Okay.
Well,
you know what I mean?
he's
All right.
especially he's definitely done it. I've done
first-
it, but was trash at it.
My first network marketing company was Prepaid Legal. I went second from the top in the company in 2 weeks. In 2005, that was my first company. And when I knew that I could make 4 figures in one day, it was on and popping there. So
Hit a button.
Yeah.
Why do you think the attrition rate is so bad when it comes to network marketing? I have my idea, right? I think it's that. Well, let me let you answer first, and I'll tell you what I think.
You want to know why it's so trash?
Yeah, why people drop out so quick?
Because you want to use these big words. Everybody not go understand what attrition means.
I mean, I'm trying to be nice about it. Like, why you suck at this? Yeah.
The reason is one, the average person only brings in 2.5 people in network marketing. That's 2 people and a dog. That's realistic. That's statistics. That's the real number. 2.5 people. 2. The Bible says the prophet is not welcome in his own home. So most people are going after their friends and family. Your friends and family, they don't believe it. You say, oh, I got this big thing. And bro, you sleeping on my couch. You may have a big thing. The idea may be great, but you on my couch. Why am I gonna listen to you?
Yeah.
It's power and edification. See, I always was good at it. But what I did, even though I knew I was good at it, I'll edify somebody else. It's called a mirror match. So I'll find somebody, she may be a nurse. I'll find anybody, sideline, upline, downline. It may be somebody I just brought in, hey, this is a nurse. And guess what? I'm hitting on all 4 things. You talking about fun, information, the money getters, and the people that's helping. You want me to go into this?
Yes, please.
Yes,
please. Yes.
Let him cook. So what I'll do is I'll be like, yeah, this my boy right here. I'm not even gonna say this my boy. This is Mr. Such and Such. What's your last name?
Majikwa.
G-Quill?
Majikwa.
Majikwa.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Ring, hey, I got Mr. G Quell right here on the line.
Yeah.
He's my mentor. I'm so excited about this new company I just joined. He has 100% information. I'm covering the information people. He's making a lot of money. I'm covering the people that's like the used car sales people and the people that's thirsty for money. The information is the analytical people. He's helping a lot of people. I'm covering all the nurses and the doctors. And he's having a lot of fun. That's all the people that just want to have all the fun.
Yeah.
Like all the people turn up looking for the hoochie daddies. So now I done cover every single one if I don't know their personality trait. And then when I hit on that, then it's simple because I mirror it. And then what they do is they come back to me. Throw it back to me.
So is it more so like one of those things where everyone always talks a big game about themselves, but when you give the attention to someone else, like what you're saying with edification, it's like it almost tenfold. It's almost tenfold because you're putting the attention on someone else as opposed to you just saying, I'm the best at this.
I hope I ain't giving y'all too much Bible.
Oh, no.
I told y'all, everything I use is biblical principle.
Yeah.
The Bible says, boast not, let another man praise thee. I don't got to talk about me. See, mindset, I use that because I always tell people, I don't care about titles and ranks. I just want money in the bank. I'm going to say it one more time. I never cared about titles and ranks. I just want money in the bank. I'm a doctor. I'm a lawyer. I don't give a what you do. That's this right here. Mindset.
Right.
You don't need to know everything I've studied. You don't need to know I didn't watch TV for 25 years. Boast not, let another man praise thee. I don't got to talk about myself. Because see, what's gonna happen is when I edify you and I'm helping you make some income, you're gonna naturally talk about me. You're gonna naturally want to go tell somebody because he helped me. I'm a servant. We say it again, the person that solves the most problems makes the most money. You will not outserve me. I'm a servant. So I'm gonna help you, but that also has hindered me in certain situations because I used to put people in people's organizations, and the Bible say don't cast pearl to swine. They were not mentally prepared to build an organization. I'm giving them something that they really didn't work for. That's no different than somebody who won the lottery or a sports person. They go back broke if they don't have this together. And that financial literacy put us on them. Yeah.
Have you heard of Myron Golden before?
Yeah.
I reference him a lot.
Sidelining a company and my first network marketing company.
No way.
Yeah.
It's his he literally preaches everything off one book. I believe it's I want to say it's not Psalms. But essentially he talks about just King David, and everything that he talks about is based around that, and that's how he defines business. It kind of seems the same way for you. But everything that he says though is so on point. It's very simple, but I think a lot of people don't resonate with it because it's overly simplistic.
Yeah.
Like the more people you help, the more money you make. You said to people, it's like, yeah, but
I think most people don't know how to help people. They only think about helping themselves.
yeah,
Majority.
We're in a world full of takers, but the thing is if people understood, you helping yourself by helping someone else. See, in network marketing, like I don't even know how we got it to this conversation, but the thing is I found I was good at finding out what a person's problem was, and no matter what my product was, I made it the solution. That's just all I did. So it's like, oh, I want to spend more time with my children. Cool, I got a solution for you. Man, my husband, he working all hard. Hey, I got a solution for you. Man, I want to take my wife on this trip. I got a solution for you. Because realistically, money was just realistically the problem. And if money is your problem, you ain't really got no problem.
Hit a button. Bing, that bang. Is so deep because I think people lose sight of that. It's like thing is, I think we're almost wired and programmed to be able to just think about ourselves, right? Just like, what does he think of me? You know, my situation, I have this going on. But the thing is, the cheat code is very simple. It's just when you start to focus on other people, all your problems go away.
I'm not going to say all of them.
I'm telling you, every single problem I've ever had, I can't think of one that was not solved by focusing on other people.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you this. When I'm hurting the most, I help other people. When I'm going through it the worst, like I blew up so big. I was going through a divorce during the beginning of the pandemic. And I had rooms with thousands of people on an app. I'm not going to name the app because I don't. And it was thousands of people, celebrities in my room, all types of stuff. But while I was going through it, I was helping other people. I was helping so many people.
Why did your mind go there?
Why
As
am
far
I
as like helping other people, like you're going through it clearly, right?
Yeah.
You were going through it at the time.
Yeah.
Why did your mind go to let me help someone else?
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because you can't beat God given no matter how hard you try. So I always challenge God. God, it's me, oh Lord, standing in need of prayer. I need some help right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go serve. But my grandmama serves you. My grandfather serves you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out and serve. And you told me that I can't beat you giving. I'm gonna help a whole bunch of people. Now come help me.
Perfect.
Come help me. Show up for me. Cause I need you right now.
Yeah.
I lost my eyesight before the pandemic. I only could see shadows. I tell people I lost my
So
eyesight.
you lost your eyesight?
I was in a car accident, 5-car accident. I was getting 31 injections of Botox in my head. I only could see shadows. I was asking the Lord to stop waking me up every day. I'm tired of waking up. I'm being real with you. Right when please stop waking me up. I was calling my granddad, I don't want to kill myself, but I don't want to wake up no more. But then this right here, I have to go back to it. My doctor say, "Oh, this is your new norm. No, your prognosis and your diagnosis ain't for me." So what I did is I started putting myself in those environments. I became addicted to the traveling, and when I started putting myself around the water, my body began to heal itself.
That's wild. Let me ask you this. That's very interesting that you brought that up. How much of people getting sick is in their head, right? Because I know a lot of people, right? They get sick all the time, always in the hospital, and I feel like, my personal opinion, they're always around that environment. So they always think sick, I'm sick. But there are people that, for example, I haven't gotten sick in the past 6 years, which I'm not going to jinx. I just don't get sick because I think it's mental. Do you think that's crazy to say? Because every time I bring that up, people say I'm crazy.
So first off, I'm not a doctor. I can't make any medical claims, so I'm not here to diagnose, treat.
Okay, fair enough.
But what I'm speaking next is my opinion.
Okay.
All right. I just want to get that released.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Dis-ease is when the body is not at ease. So my opinion is it's not all of it. Most people get disease because their body is not at ease. So when your body is stressed, when you're in a toxic environment, when you're stressed out at work, when you're arguing with your spouse, your body begins to respond to that. Just like my body responded to the earth, to the universe, what God created. He gave me dominion over this. When he sent his son Jesus here, he walking, he put all this stuff here for me. So when I'm out here and I'm walking on the grass and I'm walking in the sand and I'm on the water, my body began to heal itself. Now what's the total opposite? You're not getting no sunlight. You in the cubicle. I heard you say something about telemarketing. We didn't finish on that. Yeah. But you in the cubicle all day, no sunlight, you stressed out. What's your body gonna do? It's gonna get sick.
And just for context, Brandon, have you ever seen me sick before?
There was that one time.
What one time?
I'm just fucking.
I was about to say, I was like, you've never seen me sick before.
I think Brandon's sick of you wearing those 100%.
Glasses. That's different. That's different.
I'm like,
take off the glasses so hard. I love it.
Yeah, I love the energy. No, I mean, but the thing is that, but then it goes to cookbooks. I mean, I don't think everything's hereditary, but cookbooks is hereditary. So if you eating the same ratchet foods that your people was eating, you're going to have the same ratchet diseases. And then a lot of stuff is in the environment, chemtrails and everything they put in the environment and stuff like that. I mean, they putting bug sprays and pesticides all on the vegetables, so that ain't in your head. I mean, they cloning food and stuff, but we can't go up in there. But a lot of stuff going through your body, and death and life start in the colon. So, I mean, what you going to do about it?
It almost sounds like you're... Well, I don't want to say that you're screwed regardless, but it's like there's a lot of factors out there.
Oh, you are. I mean, it's not all in your mind. I mean, it's in the food. It's in the water supply.
Your revenue stuck? If you're an entrepreneur and your revenue is stuck, you don't need to fix your products or services. You need new audiences to discover you more consistently. Podcast guesting is the ideal way to be discovered 24 hours a day by your ideal clients. And guess what? The more people that know you, the more people can flow you. Head over to podcastmasterypack.com and take advantage of your first or next podcast. Let's go.
Water supply. I mean, I could smell chlorine in the water when I lived in Cleveland. I mean,
right.
You could light some people's water on fire. So it ain't all in your mind, but a lot of it, I mean, your body has an immune system to where it could build up and fight things off. So I'm just going to say be in the best environment possible. Get around some people that celebrate you and not tolerate you.
I haven't been sick since I quit drinking. Yeah. I haven't been sick. And that's like not just the drinking aspect, but just like, you know, after the accident, prayer, meditation, just changing my whole life. I have not been sick. I've had like the sniffles, maybe a headache, just drink like a ton of water, and I'm just able to just push through it and, you know, keep on going.
That is crazy.
So
and accurate.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you. So I guess the biggest thing that I'm trying to dispel right now is just when people say mindset, fix your mindset. Mm-hmm. It just seems very vague. Mm-hmm. All right. So how can one person right now, listening to the podcast right now, fix their mindset without trying to use the word mindset, if that makes sense? Like, how do you just put yourself in a better headspace?
So give me a scenario. What type of
situation? So I used to work in the service industry, and I realized when I was growing, because I started to do self-development, that everyone around me was super negative. Oh, this guy never tips. This guy just this and this. Oh, the world hates me. Oh my gosh, he keeps doing this to me. Like, you just realize the negativity around you.
That's great.
How do you, I can't tell people how to snap out of it. I know I did because of what I put in my brain, you know, just working on that self-development trail. But I don't know how to advise people how to get out of that rut of just constant negativity.
Wow. I'm going to tell you this, and it just made me think, like, people are conditioned to be negative. Mm. The news is around you all the time. That's something I never watch. Get rid of the news. So if we're going to switch that, don't watch the news, because while you being entertained, you're being detained. Mm. So that's deep. Even when you watching certain things on television, it could be a horror movie and stuff like that. Fear and faith can't occupy the same space. So when you watching all this fear, forget everything around, false evidence appear well, or for all I trust him, you sitting here and you looking at all this trash and you scared, and the television making you be scared. Don't go outside. Don't do this. I wouldn't do that if I was you. It's all fear tactics, because he controls the media, controls the mind. Me, I didn't watch TV for 25 years.
I'm sorry, 25 years without TV?
I programmed myself to be this person because I knew I wanted to be this person that you got right in front of you.
Wait, I'm sorry, 25 years?
Yeah, I may watch a movie here and there. Like, I literally just started watching movies during the pandemic.
Why? What was the initial thought then, as far as I'm going to stay away from all media? Or was it just avoid negativity?
So when I was younger, one, dealing with my mom's being murdered, all I heard was negative on the news, and I didn't want to hear none of that. And just, I was always leaders is readers. I watched my grandmother read. She was an amazing speaker. My grandfather, an amazing speaker. And they wasn't sitting in front of no television. They taught that going to the movie theater was for the world, and it wasn't for church folks. I mean, a lot of that programming was old school. People say, oh, it don't take all that. But look at where I'm at. Look at how I live. I wouldn't trade places with nobody I know.
Yeah. No,
I just wanted to condition myself. So I listened to audios all the time. Like, I brainwashed myself. I mean, I could shoot some names out there. I mean, I was listening to Zig Ziglar, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. I'm looking at preachers. I'm watching how they move their hands. I'm watching preachers on how they move and how they command the audience. My grandmother used to tell me, I call her mom, and she say, you keep listening to that, one day you're going to turn into them. I remember her telling me this when I was younger. I remember when...
how do you remember that?
Got a photographic memory. I remember the day my mom was murdered. I could tell you the cars that was parked on the street and everything. Just different things she told me. I remember when she died, she said, stop praying for wisdom and knowledge and understanding. And she said, start thanking him because he's already blessed you with it.
It's deep.
And that's where I learned to just start thanking him. You know, I don't go to God begging for nothing because he's already put everything inside of me that I need. Thank you for this. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes, you know, Lord, hey, I need a little help right now. I ain't as strong as you think I am. The weapons is forming and they ain't going to prosper.
They're forming against me right now.
But I'm ready to go grab my weapons too, Lord.
What denomination were your grandparents?
Pentecostal. Kojic.
Okay. I asked because my parents were Seventh-day Adventists, and it was very strict. It was almost like
it's strict, bro.
It's like,
Orthodox Jews.
is that what it's called?
Orthodox Jews, yeah.
Yeah, so we couldn't watch TV on Saturday or anything worldly. Like, as soon as Friday night hit, when the sun came down, they turned off everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my grandparents were strict, but I was like that prodigal son. I wanted to go outside and figure out what was going on.
What's outside right now?
I'm trying to figure out what they had. My grandmama talk about any girl talking to you passing the street like she a heathen. I'm trying to say, hey, heathen, what's up with that? I ain't never had that. I'm trying to see what that be like.
Need that confirmation.
Yeah, what you doing? You on your knees? You ain't praying? What you doing down there, girl? Wait a minute. Hold up. Somebody touch your neighbor. Tell me it's a miracle to be here. I pull up in a Honda. But then I got back to doing the right thing. The prodigal son, let me crawl back home. I don't want to eat no pig slop, Lord.
I'm sorry, I'm dying over here. Oh, that's wild, man.
I'll take it. You want to keep going on how to change this mindset? Because I would say enhance, because like I always say at the bottom of my videos, an appointment with mindset and enhance your life.
Yeah.
Environment. You know, the thing is you got to put yourself in a good environment. Stay away from the news. Stop watching a lot of trash. Stop watching all these toxic videos talking about they don't cook, they don't clean, because those people writing that stuff, they cooking and cleaning.
It's very true.
Stop listening to people that you're not willing to trade places with. If you're not willing to trade places, what you taking advice from for? Stop listening to people talk you out of your dreams and your goals and your desires.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't do that.
And I think Alexa's tripping right now. But I think what you're saying is super important, the fact that you have to control your environment.
Everything got to do with
100%.
environment.
But I don't think people pay that much attention. Well, don't give enough attention to that.
Yeah.
Because it's everything. It really is. Like, you don't realize, even subconsciously, like, the things that you hear dictate a lot of the moves you make.
Yeah, and it's controlling you. I mean, and a lot of stuff got to do with relationships as well. Oh, that's my homeboy. That's my homegirl. We came up together. I don't care.
Right.
The more successful I got, the smaller my cars got. I had 5 cars before I turned 18. I used to ride around 5 deep, people getting truancy tickets and stuff. My uncle used to call me king of the broke people. I'm sitting here wanting to be...
Called you king of the broke people?
Yeah, he told me you just sitting there trying to press a whole bunch of broke people. I had a limo. I'm riding around with cars and Rams and everything. But you need that, though.
Yeah.
That's who I am. You need people in your life that's going to be brutally honest.
Most people, I don't think, are prepared to get that feedback. Though.
Guess
We
what?
were literally just talking about that, right?
Let me
prior
tell you
to
something.
walking in.
Hey, I had a client the other day. She was running late to get on the boat with me, and she like, you see, I called you. What I call you when I was running late? What did I say to you?
Oh, you actually felt bad. You were beating yourself up. I'm like, it's all good. It's all good. He was literally beating himself up. He's like, I'm like, dude, it's all good.
I said, accountability. I said, I apologize. I mismanaged my time. I should have left sooner. I had a lady tell me the other day, she was talking about, well, you must not be used to this traffic and this and that. Come on, man. It don't take 2 hours to drive 20 minutes.
Right.
You could have got on a bicycle.
And if you knew that, you should have just planned ahead.
Man, you should have got on a bicycle. You've been here your whole life.
Yeah.
The thing is accountability. My cousin always tell me, I never met nobody who take constructive criticism like you. See, age stands for always growing and evolving. I should always be growing and evolving as I grow. I'm not just getting older. I'm growing. And if you're not growing, you dying.
I like that. I feel like you can take any word and have a great acronym for it. Like, I'm looking at different words right now that you just broke down. I think I'm on number 6.
I'm thinking about mindset. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. I'm like, how did you take such a word like that and make it an acronym? I'm like, I'm struggling trying to turn Mac into something. Last name is Mac. How do I turn that into something that's dope?
How did the
Motivation,
name mindset come up?
accountability, charisma, and a king.
Look at it. Perfect.
Bro, I feel like I'm lazy with words now. I'm like, I just said hungry. I'm like, I didn't
You're
even
a
come
true
up with
life
something.
wordsmith. You better than some of these rappers out here, man.
I mean, I wrote a book with over 365 acronyms when I was going through a separation, and I spoke life into myself. And that's my company is called Acclamation, my clothing line.
Yeah.
So it's acronyms, with motivation, inspiration, determination, verification, validation. So I took acronyms and blended it in with all the shuns. Lady told me that my book was too big. This was way before all this, and you could self-publish and do that. And she said I wanted one acronym and motivation for every day the year.
Yeah.
And she told me it was too big, so I just took them and then I just started. I just use it for myself and speak and help people, make it easier for people to remember stuff.
And I know the answer to this question, but I'm asking a little differently. There's power in words.
Yeah.
If someone asks you that, how would you respond to that? Like, is there power in words? I know your answer, but I want to hear why you think that way.
One, the Bible say death and life is in the power of the tongue. So I got the ability to kill you with my words, and I got the ability to speak life into you. Let me explain. People say sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt.
Yeah.
Words do hurt.
Words hurt.
Words hurt
You know,
actually more, if anything.
Let me go into this real quick. I'll tell you because you just like your daddy. You ain't never gonna be nothing. My father's, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna come see you, and he never showed up. Those words hurt. Abandonment issues trickle through your life. And anytime somebody say they gonna do something for me or did, and they didn't show up, I felt abandoned. Can I dig deeper?
Yes, please do.
What do you mean, mindset? That's what I said in the video.
What do you mean, mindset? What do you mean, mindset?
You're triggered. A lot of times when women are dealing with a man and they going through certain things in their life, it may have been because of something that somebody told them in the household. Somebody could tell somebody they ugly when they older. That's why you got so many people flying here to get BBLs and stuff. But they worked on the exterior, but they didn't do nothing to the interior.
Just everything.
So they didn't fix the outside up, but realistically, a lot of them still got low self-esteem.
Get a button. I don't know what button we
So
have.
perfect. So because of the words, that's why self-love is what I teach. Because I know what it is not to love yourself. My biological father told me he was going to show up to help me one time. And then he told me the Cleveland Browns was more important to me when I needed him the most to come help me. I was a grown man and I cried.
Damn.
I'm telling you the truth. I cried so hard because you told me you were going to show up. But when you didn't, those words hurt.
Right.
How do we know? How don't we know the power of words? Because sometimes, for example, I always tell Brandon this, that I'm the worst at breaking up with women. I'm completely terrible at it. But I've realized that I've actually hurt a lot of the women in the past because I wasn't truthful, and the way I positioned it really scarred them. Like, they moved different because of the words that I put there. In my head, I was thinking, yeah, it's just a couple words.
What you say?
But I didn't realize that it really is going to mess them up.
What you say?
The one before was that I was getting deported.
Okay.
Yeah, I made that up. It was terrible.
And did she feel sorry for you?
She did. And I realized that her sympathy, though, the fact that she really cared, and realized after that it was just me being avoidant instead of having that conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard her.
Don't judge me right now. You're judging.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah, you're
I'm
judging.
looking right through
You're
them glasses. You
judging
should be taken
right
off
now.
already.
Words
you know?
matter. Words matter.
We're not judging.
But no, I didn't realize essentially like the power of the tongue. It really is.
Why you break up with her?
She was crazy. Definitely crazy.
So why you didn't tell her?
Because I was scared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was terrified to tell her that. Yeah.
Blink twice if you
Safe place.
blink twice if you think you're in danger.
Safe place. But no, I actually I'm starting to realize the older I get that words really do matter. They carry so much weight.
Yeah. I mean, even when you call somebody out their name, you know, I mean, you could scar somebody, and it's way worse. I mean, it's a difference between calling a woman a B word in the bedroom versus calling her a B word outside on the street. It's a difference between saying "What up, ma?" to your homeboy versus you as a racial slur.
Right.
I mean, I remember when I was going to school, we had racial wars at school, and people calling you out your name. Words hurt. You like, man, I'm hated because of the color of my skin.
Right.
You could tell somebody, you ugly. Or you could say something in the heat of the moment while you mad. That's why you need to be careful what comes out of your mouth when you're angry, because once it's released, you can't take it back in. And even though somebody may have forgiven you,
they'll never forget.
They may not forget.
I'll use your example. There's two things that happened to me in school I didn't realize until actually looking back. One was in 3rd grade, the first time I tried to approach a girl, I got rejected. And I never got over that until 10th grade. Actually, looking back,
Sorry.
like the reason I
I'm
was
not laughing
so
at
weird.
you
kind of laughed at me a little bit.
No,
Mindset. You
just,
laughed at me.
I'm like, I feel bad. Like, dang, bro.
It scarred me until the 10th grade is when I finally got a little more comfortable around women.
What grade was you in when you got rejected?
3rd.
Oh, that was a lot of years.
I got rejected. I got rejected in the 1st grade.
How did that affect?
That was Ashton too. I don't say her name. I don't care.
That
No, we ended up being together for 3 years. That was the first girl I ever moved in with and had like a real relationship.
So you got rejected by her, and then
in the 1st grade. We've been knowing each other for our whole.
And
life.
then you came back and got her.
Oh, that's a deep question. Actually,
did I come back and
do you
get
think
her?
you came
You said
back
you moved with her.
because?
I moved. Yeah, I moved in with her. She lived out here. I did.
And put yourself on camera too.
So that's why I told you. That's why I said no means not right now.
Yeah.
She told him no right there. See, I told you. It usually takes 7 times to present the package. She didn't want him in 1st grade, but when he became an adult, she wanted him.
Yeah.
I told you, no means not right now.
It ended up being a
love it.
disaster
I love
either way. It was a disaster. We're not together, so
Hey,
But still.
but you wanted it.
I did.
See, men are conquerors.
Yeah.
And he wanted to conquer that since 1st grade.
gotta be back.
But what I told you, man's rejection is God's protection and redirection. He didn't want to take that redirection.
Nah.
He said, I want that.
Mindset is a walking bar.
We-
Like literally a walking bar.
When you say it like that,
she was protecting you. She like, look, bro,
Yeah, already. Yeah.
I got a problem. But back to you, man. Lay on the couch. I got you.
Tell me about your problem.
Tell me what happened in the 1st grade.
Oh gosh. So it was that the rejection.
Third.
And number 2 was my brother. Actually, he called me ugly. 1st grade.
Damn.
Messed me up until college. Actually, because what he brought up was I think it was my height. It was something weird, but I didn't realize how much I internalized that. So yeah, you don't realize the effect that words actually have on you, especially growing up, because you internalize it and don't really unpackage it.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many limiting beliefs from other people, and when you actually ask them, why do you think that way? They don't even know how to answer that question.
no.
Yeah. You healed now?
I want to say I am. I do have a shrink I see once a week. Just
Don't call him a shrink.
Yeah, bro.
I call it shrink. I love the term shrink. But okay, I do have a therapist that I see once a
Shrink
week.
means shrinking you.
Yeah. Well, they shrink my anxiety. That's why I like to
Got
call
it.
it. See what I did there. But no,
Good wordplay.
it's-
He quit.
He threw an alley-oop and then dunked it. Like, I was like, to himself. I was like, that was good. I like that. I'll give you, like,
I appreciate
that was good.
that, bro.
That was a good way of words.
It's cool to just unpackage things to make sure that you're not, because sometimes you feel like you have it all figured out.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you unpack it to someone else, it's like, you're missing this angle. So that's why I love having a therapist,
Man,
just in case I'm lacking.
Every coach need a coach. And everybody needs somebody they could talk to outside of them.
Yeah.
Because you need to make sure that because your thoughts may not always be the right thoughts.
Can't see the picture when you're in the frame.
Period. Yeah, that's like you talking about. That's another thing. I got my grandfather. I got my bonus mom, Oracle. I'm talking to them on a regular basis. Hey, this is what I'm going through. You think I should? She say, be kind. My grandfather say my grandfather called me
What did he call you?
He said I'm in the straighten it out business. He'll tell me, don't go argue with nobody. That's what he'll tell me. Because I love to straighten people out. That's why I'm good at getting paid for it. I'm gonna tell you about yourself, I'm gonna trigger you, and I'm gonna redirect you to where you need to be.
But mindset, I like to be lied to.
I
realize I like to be lied. You know how people say I always want to know the truth? I realize most people don't want the truth.
Well,
Most people think they want the truth.
So how you go elevate being lied to?
I think at times I need to be lied to. For example, does this outfit look good? I don't want the truth. I want you to say I'm killing it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Exactly. I'll be like, let me not get a mindset on this one.
Don't ask me.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
But let me flip that though. I'm so different though. I always been weird and different.
Yeah.
I don't care though. Like when you sitting there, I was playing the numbers game when I was young. I was big. Man, I'm 16, 17. I was going through the numbers. Man, I used to remember going to the club having contests. Bro, I had a pen and a paper collecting phone numbers, bro.
Man.
I'm trying to have them flock into the pocket like the stock market. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't care nothing about.
Hello.
It's getting rejected. You
Talk
talking about
that.
rejected?
Talk that.
Shoot, like, bro, I ain't care. I didn't care. Like, you sitting there talking about rejected. Now, that's what I was too, it's crazy, but I was
different, though.
I was, what?
That's different. Most people don't think like that.
Man, I was too busy.
I
with,
do.
What?
Do you?
I like how he. Yeah.
Y'all play law of averages.
Law of
It
averages,
hurts though.
yes.
It hurts.
Bruh,
Yeah.
no. I
I
was
feel like you got to get numb.
Bro, I was looking for love in the wrong places. Shoot, it's love out there. Yo, I love me. Shoot, my daddy don't want me. My mama rejected me by mistake and got murdered. So shoot, you wanna love me? Oh, you don't? You wanna love me? Nope. You wanna love me? Ooh, yes. Oh, you don't wanna love me no more? Okay. Shoot.
We on to the next.
Yeah, they like buses. Miss one every 15 minutes for running. Shoot, I ain't never cheated on a girl in my life. I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. I've never cheated on a woman in my life. That's because because I know who I am.
Yeah.
Act right or you gonna get left.
I'm glad I'm wearing sunglasses right now. I'm actually crying
Hey,
underneath.
act right or you go get left. But guess what? I know I'm the only logical choice. So if you lose me or leave me, I'm leveling up. In every situation that I done had a breakup, I done leveled up, man. Every time I'm leveling up. I want you to miss this. I want you, and I'm not blocking you neither. I want you to look through my Instagram. I want you to see me on. Oh shoot! I just gave them a promotion. I want you to look at every social media platform. How would you believe?
I'm crying.
He living. Because guess what? Them women want to see you scored and they want to see you boo, boo.
Right. You got to keep on thriving.
Man, I'm about to turn up and go get some bread.
Mindset.
Hello.
We need your mindset.
Period.
Where can people find you?
Hey, listen.
Let us know where to find you.
You-
Obviously, links are going to be right here on the picture.
Hey.
But let us know.
You can find me on all social media platforms at The Mindset Coach.
Okay. And the T-shirt.
Oh,
Where do we get the T-shirt?
hey, listen. Acclamations.com, AfricanMindset.com. It's going to lead you back to it. My Instagram, The Mindset Coach. Shoot, I got something right here. I got to get my man a gift right here.
go.
Because I ain't know what size he was. I got a couple gifts. I ain't know. I got one say,
Guy.
I pray for people. I don't pray on people. I got the acclamation logo with all of it on there. I didn't know what to get. I got to get you something that say mindset on it. I got to get.
Done. I am rocking mindset. 100%.
He got to get the shirt that say mindset. Man, I never doubt self-encouraging techniques. I got all different types of
those
stuff.
shirts are fly.
Oh,
actually.
hey, now listen. This one right here.
I like the white.
Okay, look, now you hold
Are
on.
you claiming already? He's
Hey,
ready. He's like, I want that one. I want that one.
Now this one right here, this will make me talk that mess right here. This will say I'm humble, but I ain't the one to fumble.
Oh.
I ain't even gonna pull it out because I can't fold it that good because I'm not a professional folder. But I'm excited and elated, and I'm honored to been on here. You brought some stuff out of me that I didn't even know what was inside of me.
Bro.
You was stirring some stuff up because I'm sitting there. You brought things back to my remembrance. Just winning in network marketing and all the things that I had to go through, all the trials and tribulations that I had, and the things I had to overcome to get to where I am today. You know, my thought process got me here, and I'm ready to go to another level. It's always a way to go to another level.
Are we going to have you back on the podcast?
Man, if you want to have me back,
I need this on record just to say
Hey,
he
listen.
promised.
Hey,
he still hasn't shown up.
hey,
it's on record.
If you think I'm good enough to be on your podcast, or you willing to have me back on your podcast, I'm coming back to the podcast.
in the comments right now, put stop tripping if he's tripping right now by just even saying that statement. Get his mindset right. Get his mindset right.
Hey, man.
Before I ask my last question, though, I always give Brandon the opportunity to ask a question to our guests. Brandon, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, hit me.
Okay. So earlier in the episode, I heard you talk about negativity and positivity. How hard has it been going through everything in your life to maintain a level of positivity to teach to others?
How hard? I'm gonna share this real quick. This is something that I'm going through right now. I teach conflict resolution and effective communication. It's been really hard this last couple months. I made a big investment with somebody I know. He feeds the homeless. I gave him $40,000. He took my money and did whatever he wanted with it. And I've been trying to get my money back and going through different things. And he keep telling me he's gonna give it me back. I feel as though that this has been the hardest conflict that I've ever been through in my life. Cause I was hood before I was good. Bing bang. And I come from a real bad environment. But I feel right now in this season that God has been saying, will you trust me? It's not always easy. But in this season, God is saying, will you trust me? He's been ordering my steps. He's been giving me favor. He's been getting things discounted to me at a rate that where I know it's not my way. I know it's him doing it. So when you say hard, it's hard. But you got to choose, do you want to be free? Or do you want to go to jail? You got to choose, do you want to do the right thing? Or do you want to go to hell?
Yeah.
You got to choose, is this worth it? Because realistic money ain't nothing but energy. And God is working everything together for our good.
Gosh.
So even in the midst of this, it's preparing me for one of my greatest conferences that I'm going to have, because I'm going to teach conflict resolution on another level.
When's the conference happening?
I'm going to tell you November. I host something called Relationships Revivals. I'm looking for places out here right now in Florida to take it to a whole nother level.
Link is going to be down below, by the way. We're going to make sure we hold him to November. We love it because we want to be there.
Please.
100% we're there.
Like this right here is something I'm working on, because I didn't want to talk about this until I get there, but the enemy was trying to detour me from my destiny. And I said that I was coming here. I told him what I wanted to do. And I said I wanted to get 12 houses with him. Everything biblical principles. And I got played.
I'm Tani Majikwa, your podcasting ally. Have you ever felt that podcasting is a logistical nightmare? It's not all the glamour and deep conversations. You're nodding, aren't you? Coordinating with guests, handling the technical stuff, editing for hours on end. And when you've done all that, there's that daunting task of getting your podcast across multiple platforms. Overwhelming, isn't it? But hold on. What if there's a way to make podcasting painless? Introducing Podcasters on Demand. It's like having a dedicated remote podcast producer at your fingertips, ready to handle all your needs. Wherever you are, wherever your guest is, we've got you covered. We'll take care of all your audio and video editing. You get to focus on what you do best, creating engaging content. And when you're ready, we'll send over your podcast to over 20 audio platforms, and we'll even help you out with YouTube. But wait, there's more. We optimize your YouTube podcast, episode title, and description for maximum viewership. We even do thumbnails. Your audience will find you effortlessly. So are you ready to turn podcasting into a breeze? It's time to get your producer on demand and start your painless journey. Remember, we're here to make podcasting simple.
And I got played, but he redirected me because I wanted to include him in business that I was doing here. But you can't trust everybody. And I thank God, because sometimes you want to do business with people because you know them a long time. But just because you know somebody don't mean you know somebody.
It could have been a more expensive lesson to learn.
A more expensive lesson. But I'm going to get double for my trouble, because I can't be God giving more than I give.
You see the positive in everything.
No, I'm telling you. I don't.
I love it.
This has been the hardest one right here. But I know when I get on stage, it's like when people talk to me, that's how I was good at network marketing. My mama was murdered. It take a lot to make me mad.
Yeah.
My mama was murdered. Like, it's like, what else can you take from me?
You have perspective.
What else? What else can you take from me?
Yeah.
What else can you take from me? So yes, it's hard. But the thing is I'm gonna say in closing, I was just in a barber shop before I got here, and a fight broke out. And I told these guys
At the barbershop?
A fight broke out in the barbershop, and I said, I'm headed to a podcast. Y'all made me so mad They argued over $10. This is the money. I said, I'm going to blend it into the conversation. I'm glad you gave me the opportunity. The Spanish, one guy owed a guy $10. He owed him $10, and they start arguing over the $10. The guy threw the $10 bill at the other guy. The other guy came and punched him in the back of the head, all over $10. But the same $10 that he threw at him, he tore the $10 up. And this is what I said. First, I told them y'all need to stop because I was getting my Airbnb situated. I'm on the phone with my sister while she was taking care of that. Shout out to my sister. I appreciate her. It's a challenge running multiple businesses.
Yeah.
And my sister's helping me. I got somebody checking in. I just told them where the key was coming here to get in. But I said, y'all argued over this $10 just to tear it up. Was it worth it? This is what I told. I said, was it even worth it?
What response did you get?
The guy, he looked at me. Well, he did this and he did that. I said, no. Oftentimes in life, it's the principle. The principle get people in jail. The principle get you dogging out your boyfriend or your girlfriend. But if you literally take time, I say, I come to this barbershop. I don't know nobody. I've never spoken at barbershop and told them what I do. I come in there and mind my own business. Then I end up talking to one guy. Now I got a client. I said he want me to take him and his wife out on the boat. Her birthday next week. Opportunity, God worked everything together for our God. So let me tell you something. This is what I deal with: conflict resolution. One, you was wrong. Two, this is y'all family. If y'all wanted to argue, y'all should have never did that in front of me. There's no reason I should know y'all going through anything. Because now both y'all about to be out of this establishment because y'all fighting in here and making a fool of yourselves. And all this to tear up the $10. I said, y'all didn't even value y'all life. I said, don't you got a wife and kids? I hear you talk about her. I listen to y'all all the time. You willing to lose your freedom over this $10 bill? I'm going to take this $10 bill and I'm going to go speak with it from here on out. I do a talk called From Stamps to Stamps. I got a book of food stamps that I take. And I tell people I went from food stamps to passport stamps. And I'm going to tie this into that. From that guy taking that money from me, it has been a challenge. But guess what? I'm using that same story to help other people overcome the conflicts that they go to. Because how can I teach conflict resolution if I can't even resolve my own conflict? How am I dealing with it? Bing bang. It's gonna be hard, bro. It's always hard, but it's how you deal with it. Right. How can you react? The devil come to kill, steal, and destroy.
Yeah.
We already know he's here to destroy us, but we humans, bro. We have carnal thoughts. We have thoughts. We just can't act on them.
I like that. I like that, the fact that you were able to take that situation and the fact that you have it on the podcast right now. You have no idea how many people it can actually help. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just being able to take any situation, which was a negative one, and being able to flip it into something positive is the Flipping Table podcast. See what I did there? But to be able to flip it like that, I think it will definitely have an impact on people. The last question I wanted to ask you was, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
The next 5 years, financially or living, or what do you mean?
Just in general, as far as the parts that, you feel matter the most.
In the next 5 years, one, on stage, hosting relationship revivals on a whole nother level. I'm really happy at where I'm at because I live directly on the water. Yeah. So I don't see myself leaving no time soon.
Florida native. Okay.
I'm going to speak this out loud. But in the next 5 years, I'm going to have the #1 travel company in the world. I'm going to own a chain of boats.
Yes.
I'm going to own some hotels. I'm going to have the #1 motivation, inspiration, and clothing line in the world.
I love this. You know you're going to do it, right?
Oh,
you said it a little slower, but I feel like you're going to do it.
The thing is, like when you talk about how you got rejected, I don't like to talk about money. Living in Cleveland, I'm so used to pretending that I'm struggling and talking a certain way. I'm the most frugalest person you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
I'm so good with credit. I got pictures on my 20s holding up credit cards. I had a 700 some credit score. If you really want to talk to me, I want to talk to you about getting business credit stuff. I tell, I got an 824 credit score.
Yeah.
I post that on the internet. Nobody cares. I want to talk to you about getting business credit and using the bank money, 0% APR for 12 months to 18 months. I made a post the other day. My tax lady she said, you got 5 businesses right here. She said, I need you to break all that up. I got so many people watching after me. I got an intellectual property lawyer that was my client.
Yeah.
My intellectual property, she telling me what to do. And my relationship games and books, I got to release them. I wrote a lot of stuff, but I never released them. So I struggle in certain areas of my life because I've dimmed my light so long. Because I'm in environments where I can't be this person. So this is a blessing to even be here because this is who I am. See, now that I'm in Miami, I could talk that talk.
As you should. You know what's crazy? I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. And am I on camera? I believe, I'm done with the sunglasses actually. I believe Mindset will have a podcast in the next year. Bold prediction right now. No reason why I believe it. I believe you have a message out there, and I believe I think you're going to have a podcast very soon.
I need help. I can't do it alone. The name of my podcast is called Underneath the Suit. It's what's going on underneath the suit. People pretending to be certain things. I was doing it on Instagram and recording it. I'm not money hungry. Like when the pandemic was going on, I told you I was hosting rooms and 1,000 people come to me. I used to be on conference calls, 2,000 people at a time. I have a gift. This ain't me.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to say, oh, it's me, because I got to say this, because I can get too big for my britches.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of preachers fall short. I've seen a lot of speakers fall short. But what I told God is to give me the lifestyle of a drug dealer, of a street person. I'm being honest.
That's very specific. Okay.
I asked this in 2005.
Yeah.
So I could show other people what's possible.
Let them know that's not the only way to get there.
I wake up when I'm done sleeping. I done had no rent or no mortgage since 2012. I own commercial property, apartment units since 2012, paid cash for it.
That's crazy because people would never know.
People
would never know.
I always told people my grandfather owned it. I always told other people own stuff. I own a skincare company. I changed the name to make it think that Caucasians own it just because I didn't want people to think that it was mine. I'm just going to be real because I'm so used to having to dim my light because of the environment that I've been in. But now that I'm out here, I'm in proximity. I didn't announce what I done bought since I've been out here. I've been out here 37 days.
Yeah.
I've been taking people out on boat trips already. I'm planning dates for people. I did that in less than 30 days. I came out here and is this podcast, is we still going?
Oh, no, we're going. Okay. Oh, yes. 100%.
I used to ask my grandfather, why is there so many churches on one corner? I'm always trying to work with other people and nobody don't want to work with me. I came to some guys and said, y'all got a company. Let me just promote y'all stuff. They follow me on social media. They didn't want to do no business with me. Say less, I'm going to do it on my own. You look at my footage. I'm documenting the process. I was out painting the boat last night, in the middle of the night. You look at my phone right now, I got a guy cutting out decals and stuff. I'm just been out here. I'm up before everybody else wake up. I may go to sleep after while everybody else. I'm gonna outwork you, but then I'm gonna take long periods of time. Cause see, I took a long time off. I could take 6 months off because guess what? What do you need? Like we talk about this on the next podcast because we all over the place now. But if your outgo greater than your income, you're headed for a downfall.
Say it one more time.
If your outgo greater than your income, you're headed for a downfall.
Okay.
It's not what you make, it's what you keep. I'm frugal. No rent, no mortgage. No children. I do what I want whenever I want. Money and time ain't been no problem. Out of my 86,406 in a day, I invest my time better than my money. So when I'm sitting here cool, you reject me. Now I'm turned up like never before. I shot a video, I recorded it yesterday. The house at the corner of my street, they want $3.2 million for it. The man around the corner from me, he paid $6.8 million from his house. And he said the house worth $10 million right now. See, this type of stuff I'd be scared to be posting on social media, but now I'm in an environment. I'm the only African American in my neighborhood. They tried to talk me out of not being in my neighborhood. They say, you know, you're going to be the only black person in this place.
No hesitation.
I grow up with roaches and rats. Whatever I want, because of my belief, I believe I deserve it. And can't nobody stop me. I can't let nobody stop me. Whatever I want. Yeah. So when you ask, I'm here. I'm looking for venues. I say, God, put some men in my life, because women don't be the ones that want to get money. Men, they want to be jealous and argue. No, I'm out here in the city, and everybody pretending like they got it going on, and there's a lot of people got it going on. Guess what? I blend right in out here.
Yeah, and I love how genuine you are. Even just you speaking about it right now, like you can see the passion behind everything you're saying, man. Gosh, it's amazing, and it's very one of those things that we aspire to be more like. You know what I mean? So, man, people are gonna get a ton of value, I know, from this conversation, and the fact that you promised you're gonna come back again, they're gonna get even more value from that. But nah, man, we appreciate the value that you and we know you're gonna kill it out there.
100%.
We know it's like it's cool because right now we're watching the beginnings. It's only the beginning. And it's like, you said 37 days.
It's the beginning for us, but he's been doing it.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
Like, what he's about to do, though,
Yeah.
I only say the beginning because I think what he's about to do, this crazy.
I'm going to tell you this. My cousin told me a long time ago to leave my city. It's like an eagle being in the chicken coop. When I say the prophet ain't welcome in his own home, I came here because of proximity. And when you get into the right environments, you just know where you belong. See, it's money out here.
It's like, what took me so long to decide to do this? Now that I'm here, it's like, I should have done this a long time
ago. I'm going to share this last thing because I'm sitting there as I think. I rode past the house that I lived in where my mom was murdered every day. Every day that I'm in my city. I learned to turn my pain into my passion and persevere. I've used pain as power. So like everything that you talk about, pain ain't hurt me. I got 25 tattoos during the pandemic alone. My shirt stopped, my tattoos stopped right here, so I wear suits and ties.
Yeah.
I'm in the boardroom or the block, I can make it.
I love that. I love that.
But pain is power. See, most people, they take pain and they sit down. No, broke just stand for being robbed of knowledge every day. Educate yourself.
He got another one. He got another one.
No.
He got it.
No.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Being robbed of knowledge every day.
Okay.
Knowledge is power. Poor stand for passing over opportunity repeatedly. We all done heard that. People passing over
That's
opportunities. Wild. They say that in network marketing. But guess what? I ain't passing over no opportunity. I came here. I'm looking past my window every day. It's nothing but people that don't look like me riding past boats.
Love that.
I said, I need some people that look like me to
The
ride
next
past
time
my window.
he was going to say acronym. Just acronym. Walking acronym.
Oh, it say acclamation. That's what.
He's like, oh, I got this one.
Yeah, that's the company. Acclamation.
I love it.
It's right there. Say acronym right there in the middle of the heart. That's the base of it. Yeah, but the thing is I say, oh, it's people here coming to have fun. Now, all I keep telling people, it's more than South Beach. That's all I keep saying. Because I used to tell people I hate Miami. I say, this is a poor man's Bahamas. It's always flooded here and everything. That's all I used to say. Man, yesterday.
They call it poor man's Bahamas.
Yesterday on the soft Thursday, I'm on a boat on a little private island. And with a boat and a jet ski, shooting content and relaxing. And I can't help but cry.
Say, wow.
I dropped a teardrop in the water. And the day I find it is the day that I stop thriving to be successful.
It'll bump. Ladies and
Wait a
gentlemen,
minute.
yes, definitely tune in. Links in the bio, 100%. And we're going to have him back because we need a part 2, maybe a part 3 to actually break down a lot of what this guy's about to do.
Before he ends, I want to get him on the podcast saying he going to help me with my podcast.
Oh, 100%. Yes, hold me to it. Yes, hold me to it.
And he
I'm
not
doing
going
it.
to run up in me, man. Because I need some help, man. And I like, if y'all seen what he had going on up in here, man, it's amazing up in here. Like, literally, it's so professional. And when I met him, I met him in the hallway at a podcast event.
Yeah.
But he was different. He had on a doctor outfit.
I did.
Unapologetically standing out, not caring about what nobody think about you. And I already knew. I was like, he different. I'm just looking for some people I can network with. See, I'm not money hungry.
Yeah.
I'd rather have $1 from 100 people than $100 to go work for myself. Mm-hmm. If he's seen enough something in me, I'm willing to give you a percentage of what I'm doing. Why not? And that's what a matter with people.
Why do you think it is? And I know I said it was the last question. Why do you think that as a community that we're competitive why do you think we're more competitive than collaborative?
That's easy. They got something called the Willie Lynch syndrome. Light skin to hate dark, skinny to hate fat. We program to hate one another. They tarred and feathered black men in front of women. The strongest man, it's called bucking. They destroyed the black man to show you that he's nothing. And they still do it on television today. They putting a knee on his neck, or they killing black men all the time on television to let you know that these black men cannot protect you. And then they put you on the system and they say you better not have no man living in the household because the government is your man. So you condition for the government to be your man, and your man ain't nobody, and then you have no respect for him. So if the man is the head and the woman's the neck, and then the neck controlling the head, but we cutting the head off, we destroying your foundation, we shooting holes in the umbrella for your covering. That's what the woman doing. She busting holes in the umbrella so she ain't got no covering. All they had to do was do this. Mess with your mindset. See, you talk about the devil. The devil only one person. He ain't omnipresent. The devil ain't doing nothing. Yeah. It's us. We self-sabotaging and destroying ourselves. It's something called outwitting the devil. If I promote anything, go read that and go listen to it.
Napoleon Hill, right?
Yeah, man.
Dude, that audio.
His wife didn't even put that out because it was so powerful. And it still apply today.
I got the chills listening to that.
The devil been defeated. Like they taught us to just hate one another. If it's me and somebody else that don't look like me walking down the street, they gonna try to get me before they get them because they scared of somebody else, man.
This is why we need to have a part 2. We're gonna have a part 2. Definitely going to have a part 2 because I feel like we're definitely there's a bunch of directions we can go, and obviously your own project, which we're gonna put in the link below when we figure that out. You have a message, man. You have a really deep message, and I feel a lot of people will get a lot of value from it. So keep doing what you do. I'm really genuinely excited to see where you're going to take it.
Same.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate y'all for having me. Y'all made me emotional on this show.
That's what we do, man.
I'm supposed to be crying, man. But you could be doing have whatever your heart's desire. Believe and receive, or down and go without. The choice is yours.
Still got an acronym. He still got it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Flipping Tables Podcast.